Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler platter video series videos I've been doing for the while. We're over there to try food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, yeah, the garbage truck might have just driven by behind me, or maybe it didn't. Maybe it was an illusion. No, it definitely did. It's garbage day. So, not for me, but for some of my neighbors, it's garbage day. My garbage day was yesterday. I forgot to take out the garbage. Hooray! But anyway, I'm inside the truck. I'm wearing grody work shirt. That usually means that I was on my way home from work. I found something to review. It's the case today. Because yes, indeed, folks, what am I trying for y'all? Well, as I was making my way home, I decided to go over there, take a little stop off at Dunkin, as I have been known to do. In fact, I have an entire Dunkin' Donuts playlist of things that I've reviewed from them on this very channel. Specifically, I did, boom, it's a cup, it's got Dunkin' on it, but it's not just any cup with Dunkin' on it, it's what's inside that counts. It's the lesson here, folks. Yes, indeed, folks, this is the Dunkin' Midnight Cold Brew. Ooh, spooky. It's a midnight cold brew. I guess it's like an extra dark roast. I don't. Here's the thing. I've done plenty of stuff from Dunkin', and if you watch any of those videos, it's entirely possible you've heard me say, I'm not really much of a coffee guy. I like coffee-related things, coffee-adjacent things. Coffee by itself, but I figure why the hell not? You know, just it went over there, I saw the thing, and it had all the cool advertising and stuff, and I was like, all right, okay, we're going to do it. Because I'm a little bit of a whore like that. Now, here's the only caveat, folks. When I went to get this, they asked if I wanted cream and sugar, and I said I just wanted it straight. But upon looking at my thing, they apparently went over there and put 2 cream in it. So take from that what you will. Just keep in mind that this review is working off the fact that it has 2 cream in it, so it's not going to be straight up. So if you're like me, and you don't really like coffee, but if you do have coffee, you want some stuff in it, well, then maybe this is the review for you. But if you like just straight coffee, maybe I'll do another review later on. We'll see. Maybe I'll really like this. Maybe this will convert me to a coffee person. I doubt it. Smells like coffee. Coffee smells good. Let's see how it goes, folks. I wonder if I can get it as like an iced coffee. I prefer iced coffee to hot coffee, typically. Sure does taste like coffee. I've got to be the least qualified human being on the planet to go over there and discuss the subtle nuances of coffee. But I'm trying. Tastes like coffee. I guess to its point of it being, you know, midnight and it's a darker roast and all this, the cream does not seem to have done much. It is still pretty potent. Unless they didn't actually put the cream in there. Don't spill on myself. Or do spill on myself and sue Dunkin' Donuts. No, there's definitely cream in there. I'm not going to sue Dunkin' Donuts. They make a nice product, you know, typically. And the people, I like the Dunkin' Donuts. There's like a few of them by me. The main one that I go to. I love the people who work there. Like, I don't, you know, I'm not there enough, like, I know them, but, you know, I used to be, though, because I used to go through, and I used to just go get a milkshake every so often, and I was, like, the only person, like, 7 a.m. getting a milkshake, so they'd see me and be like, it's the milkshake guy, but I don't do the milkshakes as much anymore, so my reputation is faded, but they're all super nice people, and actually, one of the people from my milkshake days is this awesome old Indian lady, who I think is one of the managers now. She still works there, and she'll see me and be like, they're all super nice, though. So, Dunkin', at least the ones where I've been, they always seem to hire very nice people. So, even with this particular order, because I got this, and I got an avocado toast with roasted tomatoes, which I've done a review for, by the way. Go watch that video if you're interested. Not only were they nice enough to add bacon at no charge, but because it was taking a little bit longer, they're like, hey, would you mind, parking off to the side? And the lady came out to go over there and hand it to me, and she was like the nicest human being. So I have to give it. I always like to promote positivity, and I have to give it to the folks at Dunkin, the one by me. They're very nice people. Even if they did accidentally put cream in my thing. Yeah, I mean, it's coffee. Like, I'm trying to think, does it taste better or worse than other coffees that I've had? I guess it maybe tastes a little bit better. Like, it's got a decent strength to it. Coffee's bitter. It has a bitterness to it, but it's not as bitter as I've had other coffees. I mean, it doesn't have like an acidic taste or anything like that, which I've had coffees that do have that. I mean, like if you're comparing it against something like, I don't know, like, what the hell is the thing? Starbucks or what have you, like the more, upscale ones. I don't know how it's going to fare because I don't typically go over there and get stuff at Starbucks. I've thought about doing some stuff from Starbucks, but hasn't hit my radar yet. I'll say this, it's really smooth to drink. Like, the elements of coffee that are present, that are typical to coffee, are all here. It's bitter, it's got its coffeeness to it. They are not so abrasive to me that I'm hating the experience. That's about the best that I can give this. I don't, like I said, I don't hate what I'm drinking right now. Which typically when it comes to coffee, again, it's just not my jam. Unless you add in a bunch of stuff where it hardly tastes like coffee. This, with the 2 creams, I can get along with it. It's not my favorite thing to drink in the entire world, but like I said, it's not bad. And it maybe is a little bit, better tasting than like typical Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I don't know when the last time I've had typical Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Well, I've had like some of their stuff that was like coffee based without a lot of additives. Yeah, I mean, I guess to overall take away from it, as far as being a coffee related drink goes, like I said, I don't find it to be acidic or overly bitter or abrasive in taste. It's perfectly fine to me. It's not, the question always has to be asked, would I get it again? Would I recommend it to other people? The only reason why I would get it again would be to try it straight. Just so that I could go over there and have a more distinct, pure impression of what I'm drinking, minus the 2 creams. I personally wouldn't get it again because, again, I'm just not that big of a coffee guy. But at least in terms of, I'm trying to think like the proper scenario to recommend it to people. Because if you're not a coffee, let me put it this way, if you're not a coffee person, this isn't going to sway you. Don't worry about the marketing, the spooky midnight stuff. That's not going to change it. It still tastes like coffee. Now, if you are somebody who is a coffee person, if you like coffee that's maybe got a little extra oomph to it, but still tastes smooth, like I said, doesn't have any funky, extra taste that I can personally taste, then yeah, go ahead and give it a shot. I think that it's at least worth giving a shot if you are a coffee drinker, because like I said, as someone who's not typically a coffee drinker, this is something that I can at least kind of go with, and that says something. Now, maybe that says that it's better suited to somebody who's not a coffee drinker versus somebody who is, or maybe it says that, you know what, this is a decent quality drink that elevates the coffee element of a typical Dunkin' coffee. Maybe it's something you want to give a shot to. So I apologize that it's just not the best review that, because all I can do is just kind of go off what I'm tasting, and it's it's okay. I can deal with it. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. And folks, if you could go over there and have yourselves a truly midnight-tastic rest of your life. If I had a better look, I would totally love to be like an old school horror movie host. But I don't have a good look for it. Maybe. Lose a little weight, maybe. But anyway, final 2 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day. I already did that. Final 2 things before I get out of here, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. Try not to be an asshole. Not always the easiest thing in the world to do, folks. We live in very stressful times. It can be very difficult to go over there and deal with things. And by the way, don't let anybody go over there and, shit on you for that. You get people who go over there and, people and shut the fuck up, folks. Everybody's fighting their own battles. Everybody's dealing with things differently. Perspective can be a good thing, but it can also go over there and be diminishing to the people who are having problems. Don't be that person, okay? Just, somebody's seeking support, try to be supportive. But try to mitigate the level of assholes in your lives. That's all I'm saying. Do better for yourself and for those around you. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to try yourself some Dunkin Midnight, as I have done here in this video. And maybe like me, you're going to enjoy it. It's not going to be half bad. It's going to inspire you. Not to go over there and drink more coffee. Not to go over there and come up with a new coffee flavor. No, folks, you're going to go over there and become a superhero. Styling yourself after none other than DC's comic book superhero, spectacular Captain Midnight. Who, if you're not familiar with, do yourself a favor. Captain Midnight kicks ass. I love Captain Midnight. I didn't think I'd ever get to segue him into anything, but Or conversely, you know what? Go over there and check out some Captain Midnight comics. He's been around quite a long time. I'm trying to think. There was a really good run, I want to say, in like the early 2000s. They did a little mini-series for him, which was super good. Like, the art's fantastic. But yeah, I'm also a comic book nerd, so. Anyway, bye!